What's up everybody, it's Mikhail Casanova back at you with another Steam Deck news update video, and in this video I want to talk about some of the things that have come out. Like, we recently got another Proton experimental which got updated with a lot more compatibility. We're going to talk about that, plus the fact, I know we touched on this previously, but with the ramp up in the Steam Deck production, that just means that we're going to get to the point where you're not going to have to deal with a queue, because if you're going to want to order a Steam Deck, then you're going to be able to order it right then and there and go ahead and get your Steam Deck. So we're going to talk about all that and so much more in this video, but before we do all that, make sure you like the video, sub to the channel if you enjoy the content that I put out, and ding the notification bell. All that being said, let's go ahead and get into this news topic. We're going to start off, first off, we're going to be talking about the Proton update. So basically, this is what has dropped as of the 19th of August. So about a day ago as of the recording of this video. Here's some of the additional changes in Proton 7.0-4, which is also including within the Proton experimental as a whole. So what's now playable is going to be One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4, Altair, Miruru, Rift, Unravel 2, Airborne Kingdom, Two Gather Island, Nancy Drew Legend of Crystal Skull, Revolt, Warhammer, Vermintide 2, Aspire, Ina's Tale, Battle Realms Zen Edition, Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate Edition Outriders. Also, what's deemed as now playable, it's not included here, is Final Fantasy 14. That's now deemed as playable. They did a couple fixes such as fixing cutscene stutter and Disgaea 5, Thrustmaster Hodas having no functional dial in Elite Dangerous. They've also fixed ray tracing within Crisis Remastered, fixed Planet Zoo randomly crashing, and improved the video playback in Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, which is something I'm really happy about because, man, video playback in that game has been atrocious. Halo Infinite now gets in-game, so on AMD desktop, requires Mesa Get. So do keep in mind, this is not just for Steam Deck, but this is for, Proton in general. So for Linux gaming in general. So it requires Mesa Get, many graphical artifacts still known on NVIDIA, minor artifacts expected on DEC and AMD desktops, fix recent regression that caused VRC chat to intermittently hang, fix SCP, secret laboratory not being playable after a recent game update again, fix Outriders hanging on a black screen after launch on the deck, which was something I constantly ran into because I love playing Outriders. It's just one of the things, it's like when I wanted to play it on the deck, I constantly ran into that particular issue. And when I was trying different Protons, I always got all these different issues. So I'm glad that this fix is now there where it's playable. It's not perfect, but it's playable nonetheless. Fixed Tekken 7 crashing at launch, which is something I ran into a lot as well because I like playing fighting games, and Tekken 7 would constantly just crash at launch, and it was really, really annoying. They improved video playback in Persona 4 Golden, implemented network video support for the Good Life and VR chat, update file distribution method to save disk space, and updated DXVK to include the latest developmental work, and updated VKD3D Proton to include the latest developmental work. So a lot of this you can ignore, but for those of us who are having the Steam Deck, a lot of the games are now going to be deemed playable. Like I said, they didn't include Final Fantasy 14. I don't know why, but that is now deemed playable. It does still have some issues. Some may be able to get it launched, some may not be able to. You may have to still do that outdated method to get it to work. I haven't really had a chance to tinker around and try it. I will over the weekend, but the things that just stand out to me is fixing the video playback for Persona 4 Golden, because that's a game I love playing. Outriders and Tekken 7 now being fixed so I can actually play them on Steam Deck. I have tried these out, and I'm really happy for that. And then also with fixing the issues with these other games, so like the video playback for Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, that's a game I enjoy playing, and I'm so glad that they finally fixed the issues with that. All right, so here's the thing. So with the increase in Steam Deck production, so if you were previously in Q3 or Q4, the wait was atrocious, like just because of the chip storage and everything like that. So a lot of us had to do a lot of waiting to get our Steam Decks, and like if you weren't lucky enough to get into Q1 or Q2. And so you really had to wait a long time. But now that they've ramped up production, they've ramped it up at this point 2 times, might even be a 3rd time. And so if you were like waiting before, like I think we've gotten like a 50 to 60% increase in production. So like if you're going by like the Steam Deck estimators that were before on like the Steam Deck Reddit, everything is just ramped up massively. So if you were waiting to order, you're thinking, you know, you gotta wait till October, November to get your Steam Deck. No, you're probably gonna be getting it next week Monday, or next week Thursday, or the week after that, because they're clearing through the queue. At this point, Q3 and Q4 are gonna be merged together, and just widespread availability is gonna be available for those who already pre-ordered. And I'm thinking, as we go into like the later months, so like we start going into, you know, September and October and the like, I think we're going to get to a point where we're not going to even have to wait. I think if you want to get a Steam Deck at that point, you're going to be able to get it, because the queue is almost not going to be there anymore. And this is also going to be something that's going to be interesting, because I feel like scalpers are going to be hurt the most by that, which is good. Fuck scalpers. Because now people are not going to have to go through that. Like if you're trying to resell your Steam Deck for an exorbitant amount of money, it's not going to work, because people can just go to the Steam app or Steam website and reserve it right there, and pay for it right then and there, and get it within the same week. So this is great. You know, if any of you out there, if you felt like, oh man, you know, I missed the boat to try and get a Steam Deck, I would even say now, go ahead and reserve it, because you're going to get a lot sooner than at any other point for, you know, within the last year and a half that since the announcement, since we've been able to like pre-order it. So I think now's the time. So if you want a Steam Deck, any of the models, I would just go ahead and pre-order it now. Or if you want to wait till like later in the year, I think you're going to be able to get it a lot sooner. This is great news. So yeah, it's great for us, terrible for scalpers. And I'm just happy that more people are going to be able to get their hands on a Steam Deck, because this is just absolutely amazing. But all that being said, what do you guys think of the news updates that we talked about, the updates for Proton Experimental? What do you also think about the increase in the, you know, the production of the Steam Decks? And I think this is the last video I need to make talking about the production of the Steam Deck. I may make another one, but you know, it's just interesting because it's like, yeah, they're going to be available. More people are going to be able to get it and love the Steam Deck. And I know there are other products out there, Ionia Next Air Pro and the upcoming Aoki Zoe and all that stuff. We'll talk about that in other videos, but you know, the main thing is Steam Deck. I don't think any of these other products are going to give you the same level of customer service that Valve is giving. But all that being said, what do you guys think? Go ahead and sign off in the comment section below. Or if you want, we got a Discord too, if you want to hop in there, talk Steam Deck, talk gaming, talk generally anything. Feel free to hop in the Discord, links in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, sub to the channel if you haven't already, and ding the notification bell. And if you want to support the content further, we do have merch on Teespring and TeePublic. We also have channel memberships here on YouTube as well as Patreon. So links for everything is going to be down in the description below. Other than that, I'm signing out. Hope you guys have a blessed and aloha rest of your day. I do have more videos that'll be coming out later on today, but other than that, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. All for your time. If you found this episode to be incredibly enjoyable, informative, or if there's anything you gain from it, or any insight, or you know, anything that's good that you really enjoyed, make sure whatever platform you're listening to it on, or if you're watching it, leave a comment if that's available on the platform, like it, share it around with someone you think would enjoy it, and give us some feedback, because your feedback is exactly what we need to keep this show going. And if you're wondering what are some ways that you could support the show, we got various ways. We've got Patreon, we have channel memberships over on YouTube, as well as Subscribestar, Coffee, and so much more. Links for everything will be in the description. Check that out. And with all that being said, I hope you have an aloha rest of your day.
Let them know that I'm next level. I'm a whole new kind of guy. Yeah. always at the top spot, in case you forgot. We the ones that got the block hot, bullet got the shot.